because as we all know, that definitely the COVID has, caused a whole lot of things, affected a whole lot of things. So definitely there's a need for us to think differently. There's a need for us to work differently. So that's why we are coming here. Let me say we are coming having this session and understand more about crypto, understand more about Forex trading, so that at least we can sharpen our financial intelligence and sharpen our skills on investment. Really, it promises to be a very wonderful experience because we've had them on board before.
Yes,
so we've actually had them on board before. And we talked about a whole lot of bouquet when it comes to financial investment. Then we talked about insurance, we talked about investment, we talked about setting up new businesses and all that. But today, we've just decided to dedicate this session to Forex trading and to currency, so that we can have a particular focus, particular attention, which will help us to gain more understanding, help us to make financial because crypto and Forex, the new financial era, definitely during and post-COVID, what can we do? How can we profit from it? How can we gain from it? That's the entire thing. That's what it's all about.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Bumi. And as you know, financially, businesses are moving. They're moving online. Everything has to be done digitally. Well, mostly things will be moving online and be done digitally. So we need to educate ourselves in this aspect. And because our Black community also needs to learn a lot about investment in different ways, so that we don't just rely on our 9-to-5 jobs. There could be other ways we could invest, not just for ourselves, but also to support our families, support our businesses, and take care of and save a trust fund for our children. So this is what this is all about. So we don't have to work excessively as we're all doing. Then we can have time to relax and know we've got another investment somewhere to support our children and support our family. I'm just going to stop briefly because I want to confirm if the person that came in now is one of our hosts. Hello? Just bear with me 1 second, please. We're just letting people in. As I said, their host had some fatalities just a few days ago. So it's so sad. And I think they're just trying to round up some finishing touches, and he will be with us soon. So while we're waiting, does anybody have any idea about crypto? Have you tried it? Have you invested in it? Have you been involved in it at all? Mr. Moses?
No, I haven't. I always read about it because it's a new area and very great. So I've not tried it though. Sometime 2019, 2018, there were some people who were contacting me about me getting involved. It's a good investment and all that, because it's not a regulated area. The accounting profession is now getting into it, and the government is also now understanding it. So it's something that I have not tried.
I'm sure it might seem strange to accountants these days that when you look around, the financial industry is no longer about sitting in the bank, and it's just it's diversifying, isn't it, into different, back, I know when I was, we've got the shares as well as a business, as a financial investment. We've always done that, but then you have to be there physically to make sure it's done. But now it's going online, I guess. Now you've got crypto. And does that sound, is this a challenge? Is it a challenge to the financial industry at all? Do you think? Is it, those of you that's been in the financial industry for over 20, 10, 15 years, is it a challenge to your specialism?
I don't think it's a challenge. I don't think it's a challenge, but it's something that we get into grips with it. And we've got a number of articles from our professional technical support on cryptocurrency.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's not a challenge actually, or will I say it's a challenge? But because of the nature of it, a lot of people are skeptical, and it's something which is coming from the digital world.
Yeah.
So probably initially, there was some article that I read some few years back where they were thinking it's just going to be like one of those digital economics where things just come up and then disappear all of a sudden. So that was the initial thought, but it appears this is trying to stay. So governments are trying to understand it. The profession is also trying to understand it, and so on. So we are here to see. The other issue also is that a lot of
Jack, we're waiting for you.
criminals or people who or who do not want to disclose their financial affairs use such currencies. So yeah, that is why it's something which is very grave. If we try to get people on board, because it appears it's here to stay. We've had a history of drug dealers and all sort of people using hiding their money in that form. So yeah, we still researching on it.
Yes, it's I think our people, I think maybe we, the African Caribbean, needs better education. Learning about this crypto, because we're the ones that are much more skeptical, don't you think? We are much more skeptical. We are much more afraid, that, if I put my money in this thing, will I get it back? Or do you think it's a general phenomenon, general anxiety for everyone, not trusting the crypto?
I have not read anything about it, even before coming to this meeting.
Okay.
Well, I've just become the resource person now, which
yeah.
which
Okay.
I've not even read. Maybe what I'm saying is not even true, because yeah.
So
yeah. But
we're gonna find out now.
Read,
yeah.
So if you've got a resource person there, that person can tell us something. Yeah.
We've got him here. We've got our Jacques Sukutamba here. He's our Forex and specialist. So he's going to tell us exactly what crypto or Forex is all about. And any questions at all we want that will benefit the Black community, benefit everybody in general. He's got the answer. Haven't you, Jack?
Thank you very much. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Antonio. First thing first, I would like to introduce myself. As Antonio said, my name is Jacques Sukutamba. I am 24 years old and I'm a full-time entrepreneur. For that actually being said, I am actually a Forex trader by profession. That is what I'm specialized in. So anything to do, I know, someone spoke about crypto earlier on. So I know a lot of things about crypto, a lot of things about Forex, gold, you name them. So really and truly, what I would like to really, talk about today is essentially what is like the financial market, because today I launched my company 2 weeks ago now, actually, to be precise, where I'm actually teaching people how to become full-time entrepreneurs, specifically investors within the financial market. Now, let me just break it down to you what really the financial market is before I get into a little bit more of what my company entails and does. So the financial market is a market online. It's an online market, just like your market, in your town. Maybe you have a market there or not. Now, in the market in your town, you can, basically buy and sell all different type of instruments. So you can go to the market, you can buy and sell, let's say, clothes, phones, fruit, vegetables, right? You name them. You can buy and sell so much things, right? That is your physical market. Now, there is a market just like that online, which is called the financial market. Now, within the financial market, there are a lot of different branches, just like a market in person. One of the branches is called Forex, which is called foreign exchange, or Forex, which is short for foreign exchange. Another branch is called stocks. Another branch is called digital currencies or cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin and so on and so forth. Right? You also have with penny stocks, and you have so many things. So within the mix of all of these instruments that you can literally buy and sell, what I am specialized in is Forex, okay, to be precise, and commodity as well. So anything to do with gold, silver, oil, I do trade that as well. Now, what does my company do? My company, what we do is we teach traders, okay, how to become, we teach people, how to become traders, okay? So what we do, we have a very, very simple model. The first is that we provide a full education from A to Z, how to trade different currencies within the Forex market. Now, let me explain to you what that means specifically. Let's say if you was today in the UK, let's say you're in the UK, you want to travel to France, let's say, right? In France, they use euros there. They don't use pounds. So you need to exchange in the Bureau of Exchange your pounds for euros. Now, let's say you had £100 and you wanted to exchange it. Let's say you would exchange, let's say you would, let's say you had £100, you would exchange £100 for, let's say, 130 euros, right? Now, let's say 2 months from now, you traveled again to France. Okay? Back in the UK, you travel back to France. Would you have exactly the same exchange rate? So for the £100, would you get 130 euros again? Most likely not. You might get 125 euros, you might get 135 euros, right? It could go up or down. Now, this is where it's very important. We as traders, our job is to understand why is there a fluctuation in price? Why is this time around, why did I get 135 euros instead of 130 euros? Why has the value of euro gone up from the last time? Or why has it gone down from the last time? That's what traders do. Now, once you understand why the fluctuation happened through education, you can make a decision to invest ahead of time before that fluctuation happens. Does that make sense, guys? Yes. Meaning, if let's say, you knew, okay, based on the education that we're going to teach you, you knew that the value of euros will go from 130 to 135 for each £100. Yep. We would teach you how you can invest money in the currency. So you can invest money to buy euros, and over time, as it increases in value, your investment also increases in value. Okay? Yeah. That's what we teach you. Now, we're going to teach you how to do that on a professional level. I'm a professional trader. So with that, it comes the mindsets. How do professional traders think? What is the risk involved? Because in all of these things, I'm not here to say, hey, this is you're gonna make money on. No, there's gonna be a specific amount of risk involved. Now we're going to teach you how to manage your risk properly under the risk management, criteria within the company. Okay.
Yeah.
Once you become at a good level, guys, please listen to this. Once you become a good level through the education we're going to provide you, you would be able to also have what we call a career plan. We have a career plan for you. Now, I know in this coronavirus, it's been quite a hectic time. It's been a hectic time where a lot of people might have lost their jobs, right? A lot of people lost their jobs, or they're working very few hours compared before. Like, income-wise, it's hit a lot of people negatively. We can all agree that, right?
Yes.
Now, one thing I'm going to let you guys know, okay, is that within the financial market, for example, us as traders, it did not affect us at all, which is crazy. It's crazy to think, right, that it did not affect us. In fact, should I even be honest with you? In fact, in 2020, there has been so many people who have made multiple 6 figures, multiple 5 figures from the financial market.
During COVID, during the lockdown.
During the lockdown COVID. In fact, I don't like to disclose numbers, but I feel it's only right to speak on it, because it's a it shows how serious this industry is. Last year, during COVID, I personally made my first 6 figures. Right?
Yeah.
Let that sink in. It's crazy, which shows that it's a recession-proof income. In fact, last week alone, this week that has just passed, okay, my business, I've through trading, I actually ended up making £12,000 last week. Wow. And this is still within lockdown, guys. Still within, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's actually crazy. And this is what we do. We teach people how to do this, how to have the same result. And I have a mentorship group. Don't take my words for it. I have tens and tens and tens of people that I am helping who are making also an income. Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, last week, with my mentorship group, about 15 people were able to make close to £1,000 within a week. Okay. And this is not one person, 2 person, that this over about 15 people, right? And I can go on and on and on, you can ask them for yourself whatsoever. So what I just wanted to say is that, it's such an incredible opportunity. There is a transfer right now in the time we live in.
Yeah.
There is a massive transfer of wealth. Okay. And that wealth is being transferred with online businesses. Okay. If you look at today, most retail stores, as we know them, right? You can go to your town center, look how many physical retail stores have closed. Okay, throughout the past year, throughout the past 2 years. Just bear that in mind. There is a transfer of wealth. And then if you then compare it to the online businesses in the likes of Amazon, Amazon, the owner of Amazon, his name is Jeff Bezos. Last year, he was crowned once again as the richest man on earth with over 190 billion of personal wealth. Right? Why? All of his whole business model is online.
It's online.
Right? There's a huge transfer of wealth that's happening right now. Now, the question for you is, on what side are you going to be on? Are you going to be on the side that the money is being taken from? or are you going to be on the side that the money is being given to? That's the question you need to ask yourself. And I'm here to really say that, you know, that transfer of wealth is happening, is real. Okay, and many people are taking advantage of it. And please don't think, hey, you know what, I'm too old for this, or I'm too young for it. There's no such thing as age when it comes to the financial market, right? You can be any age at all. Okay, it doesn't matter with age, right?
So, are you then saying that our physical shops and most of the businesses, the physical businesses, will be taken over by online investment?
Absolutely. I'll be the first to, you know, I'm not even the first to say it. 1 second, sorry, someone was just giving me a call. So I'm not even the first to say it. In fact, let me say this. If we look at in the past, okay, look at in the past 10 years, right? Let's look in the past 10 years what's happened. In the last decade, in the last decade, right? 10 years ago from now, let's take a very simple example, right? Let's take airports, right? 10 to 20 years ago, at the airport, there was a lot of assistance, right? They will assist you, take your baggage, take your bags and whatever, and actually manually check what's in your bag. Today, those job roles have disappeared. Why? Because technology has taken over, right? So now the question is, okay, what happened to those, ladies and gentlemen? What happened to them? You know, because they lost their jobs. With the computer the AI has taken over. Now, what's happening is that many businesses that are thriving right now most of them are, businesses which have a setup online. It's an online model and it's literally thriving. In the likes of, Netflix, for example. Have we ever seen a Netflix store?
No.
Right?
More or less like online store.
And the direct competitor of Netflix was how do they call these guys? Those guys that do Blockbuster. That's it, Blockbuster.
Okay.
Look what happened to Blockbuster. Blockbuster 30 years ago or 20 years ago, it was a booming business, absolutely booming. Why? Because everyone needed to use physical, physical CDs and DVDs. Today, you don't even need that. You go YouTube. Have you ever seen a YouTube store?
No, you're absolutely right. So, based on what you said now, because I know some people will want to leave a little bit earlier. I'm not rushing you, but how do we, based on the customers, we've got a few comments here. Ms. Abumi, do you want to share the comments or do you want me to?
Okay.
And also, sorry, just to let you know one thing. This is the number that you shared there. That's my WhatsApp number. So please, if you're gonna WhatsApp me there. But this is my calling number. Yeah, this is my calling number. Right.
You've sent it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that now. I'll share.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Already shared.
Yes, I will do it. Don't worry. I will sort that out. You can go ahead and read the messages on the chat for us. No, Bumi. Yeah.
Okay.
From Brian.
Exactly. Somebody asked a question.
Yes.
Okay. More or less like talking about, how do I get your details anyway? So that's already sorted. So concerning Forex, there's this understanding, or let me say, there's this issue about security. Yeah, online businesses are thriving, but what are the guarantees? We've heard about volatility. It's a volatile environment. How is that addressed? Especially
specifically for Forex, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Forex, the market of Forex, the Forex market, sorry. A lot of people perceive it. Sorry, guys, 1 second. There's another person trying to call me.
Hold on. I think, my apologies. I think Brian is trying to say something. Is that right, Stephen?
Right. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Wanted to ask, which is the best trading platform?
Oh, best trading platform in terms of what? Of execution or analysis?
What I mean is, right, every day I receive emails from different companies. For example, ETS trading, example, ETS trading. And I think there are lots of different trading platforms where you can register for stock trading. So wanted to know which is the best one, because according to my friend, the main difference is what charges you incur for registering with them.
Hey, okay, fantastic. I definitely understand your question. So in terms of the trading platform to sign up with, they're called brokers, right? So the brokers are the companies which gives you access to the financial market. Okay, so you have to register with them, and then they will give you access for you to be able to trade with, right? And there's thousands of brokers out there, thousands and thousands. Some brokers are not regulated, and that's very important to look into. Okay, now what do I mean by regulated? They don't have any they don't have any government backing. Okay, and you have to also make sure to look at, before you sign up for any broker, you also have to make sure to look at where are they based. Okay, because if they're based, let's say, in a country, I don't know, in a country, I don't know, for example, Estonia, right? The regulation within Estonia is not that strong. If they're based in the UK, that's fantastic. If they're based, let's say, in Australia, that's fantastic, right? Okay. So I personally use a broker called Vantage FX. I will share the link. I'll share the link in the chat box.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Jacques. A minute. There are some thoughts that you're going through. I'm going to address them in a minute. I just want Samuel to also quickly talk about crypto, so that at least we can also have a fair idea concerning that. I know where you talk, so you're going to continue. I just want Samuel to talk about crypto quickly.
Sure.
Hi guys. Yeah, my name is Samuel. Thank you very much, Benny, for the introduction. Hi everyone. Hi Antonia. Thank you very much.
Hi Simon. Hi Samuel. Hi.
Yeah, it's honestly it's an honor and privilege for me to be able to speak to you guys today. And yeah, unfortunately, due to time and of course I've got some other meetings I have to go to, I won't be able to speak too much today. But nevertheless, it's very nice to be able to share this with you guys. So basically, to put it in a nutshell, I do invest. I help people to invest as well. The way I came across this was, after being made redundant, I was able to actually learn from Jacques as well. So Jacques, my good friend Jacques, actually introduced me to all these investment things and everything was linked, and then it was also linked to what I like to do as well, which is encourage people and motivate people as well. So I'm a bit of a life coach, if you can say so. Crypto. What is crypto? Cryptocurrency. So it's a digital currency, just like the euro, just like the pound, the dollar. Okay, so this is a digital currency. It's not something that you can touch or anything like that. It's a cryptocurrency, digital. So what we do is that we do our research, and based on our research, we're then able to make constructive, decisions. And so we don't tell people or tell our clients or anyone to just jump in and invest all their money. No, we don't do that. We try to do the research properly, and based on that, we can then predict. Just like the way Jacques explained about the trading and everything, we're then able to predict, based on our research, what are the best cryptocurrencies to invest in. Okay, some of these cryptocurrencies, as you know, Bitcoin, when Bitcoin first started, actually, it was less than 1p. Today, when you look at the Bitcoin, we all know how much it is. Okay, And it just shows that there's a lot of potential, you know, even in these little stocks and stuff. So it's these little currencies, these little cryptocurrencies, we call them. So when you look, there's things like Bitcoin, there is Ethereum, okay, there's Litecoin, okay, there's different coins, and there's what you call altcoins, alternative coins, okay. And then based on your research, you know, we now have a team of people that are actually doing a lot of research, and we actually help people to make the right decisions. But we don't tell them to take our word for it. We tell them to also do their own research as well. Okay, that way they're able to, you know, educate themselves as well on it, and they can do it themselves as well. So we never want to, you know, have the power, you know, of people and stuff. We want everyone to be aware. You know, they're saying my people perish for lack of knowledge. We want people to not perish because they don't know. We want them to know so that they can live for a long time. Okay. And with all that being said, you know, my contact details are there. Feel free to, you know, contact me. You've got Antonio there as well. You've got Bunmi as well. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me. But it was lovely speaking to you guys, and thank you very much for having me.
Okay,
just
so
a minute before you run along, just a minute. How do you address this issue of volatility also?
Sorry?
Just the volatility, volatile environment of currency.
People are not sure of investing in crypto.
Investing in crypto. Well,
in terms of how volatile, how do you address volatile?
In terms of volatile and you know, people not being sure of where to invest or how to invest and stuff, it's all about awareness. So you need to make yourself aware of what's going on around the world. So if you look at the world right now, people are making money from literally, it's not about working hard anymore, it's about working smart. If you can invest your money and the money's giving a lot of return or times 100, why not? You can start little. That's why we say don't invest all your money. You can start with as little as £5. What's £5? You can get a nice KFC with that. You know, you can start with £5 and then make your way up. Okay, it's not that much. I've seen people starting from my mom, for example. Jacques helped my mom. You know, my mom Jacques is here. You know, he's my witness. My mom started with little money, and today she's made well over 20 grand in a couple of months. Right? I'm not going to speak for myself, but I'm just using my mom, for example. My mom has made a lot of money through this, and she's making even more money through this thing. So she started with little as £5, and she just grew it because she's now all she talks about is cryptocurrencies. If my mom, I'm not saying my mom dumb, my mom is very smart, but if my mom can do it, everyone can. So there's no one that can give me an excuse and say that they can't do it. I'm not trying to be harsh or anything. I'm just trying to create more awareness that people need to wake up and do their research.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. In a couple of months, 20 grand.
That's the thing. I think it's the education that people need.
Yes.
And unfortunately, I know you've got sad news now and you have to leave. I wish you could stay longer. But Jacques is here. Yeah, I know you have to leave, so I don't want to keep you. So can Jacques cover all the questions that you can cover today?
Yeah, sure. You know, Jacques is my mentor. He's like a big brother. In fact, I say he's my big brother. We're also business partners. So Jacques knows exactly what I'm going to say. He knows all the different topics. And in fact, what he's talking to you guys about today, or I don't know if he introduced it to you guys, time mentoring, is something as well that is going to create, I believe, in my opinion, I strongly believe it's going to create a lot of millionaires, you know, if you put the work in, because the information that he has, you know, I know this, that information changes situation. You know, what you know can change your whole situation. So I don't look at situations like problems and stuff. I look at them as opportunities, and that's what Jacques taught me. So it's an honor and privilege for you guys. I would say for me, for my sake, you know, learning from Jacques, it's an honor and privilege. So I'm sure it's going to be the same information I was able to receive and change my life.
We're going to get. Exactly. What I will say before you leave, somebody's asked, Jacques will answer that. Brian is asking from which website. That means which website do we get? But you deal with that. But what I want to see, something just came to me now. You guys, the two of you, Jacques and Sam, you have to tap into the young black industry, the youth. Those that, you know, most of these children have finished GCSE, they don't have jobs. We don't know if any of them will have jobs. You need to, let's work together. Let's see how we can target this group of young boys. Bring them in. I went to your event. I went to your investment, your show, your one of your programs 2 years ago, and you were young, most people in there. But there were a few Africans there. What I need you guys to, yes, you've got this idea, tap into our youth, be it male, female, and bring them into this industry. It's a new age, it's a new era. Let's pull them along, please. I want to work with you on that. And then I don't want to keep you anymore, Samuel, but we'll talk. I just said I should let you know about this because
that's fine. Thank you very much, Antonia. And if I can just say one more point, I really like what you said. In fact, Jacques and I actually spoke about this, a long time ago. Jacques, it saddens, especially Jacques, because he's got a good heart, and it really saddens him and myself as well to see, especially our people. I'm not saying that white people are not our people. We're all the same. But if we talk about the African community, right? If you look at the Asian community, for example, and Western world and stuff, they help each other. Yeah. Right? They really help each other. They understand this principle of, it's not just about making money for me. They actually want to help each other. So you never really hear about an Asian person, really struggling and, especially not here, But when you look at our society, right, you look at our people, for example, if one person made it, they never really want to teach the other person how to make it as well, which is sad. Yeah. You hear about, what's this stereotypical thing that we always hear about Black people, this Black person did this murder, this person's in jail. This is bad. It's putting the Black race in a bad light, which is awful. Okay, and Jacques and I spoke about this a long time ago, and today I'm happy that finally our prayers have been answered, and we're creating more awareness. And Jacques, honestly, this time of mentoring, that's his goal as well. Part of his goal as well is to educate as many people, not just Black people, white people, Asian people, anyone.
I know, but don't forget, our people need opportunity more, because like now, lack of the education, lack of awareness is what's killing us. I went to your event, they were mostly Asian young boys.
Yeah, of course.
So they don't, I know we're going to deal with that, but let's look our own root cause together.
Of course,
let's do that. I'm not going, I may help you create the awareness within Mills and Keynes, whichever we want to do it, but then you guys handle the platform. Let's pick our people up. We don't want to come back in the next 1 year because there's no job. People are struggling with university and GCSE and COVID, and they're all there smoking, drinking, joining gangs. We don't want that. Let's try and see if we can elevate them from that poverty level, that insecurity, and bring them to level the two of you are today. So that is a challenge to you. So think about it.
Yeah, I know. Jacques, I always call him, in fact, that's why he has the lion on it. Jacques is a lion, so he knows what I'm talking about. Jacques is a lion, he loves challenges, and I got that attitude as well from him as well. So I love new challenges. I'm excited for the future, especially to be able to help other people to see a better light as well, to see the light. To know that there's more out there, that they don't have to go and do these drug things, and they don't have to go and join these gangs and stuff. They can actually make someone of themselves, through educating themselves. Education is important. Okay, so that's it. But with all that being said, thank you very much, guys, for having me. It's an honor, and I have to go now, but hopefully I should be here next week.
Okay, thank you very much. And my condolences to your family. Please take good care of yourself, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Have a good evening. Okay. Excellent. So, Jacques, over to you.
Hello.
Lots of questions on the platform.
Fire.
Okay, let me read out the questions for you. I'll start with Brian. Brian is very interesting. Look, this time around, I'm ready. Next month, I'm going to come to you. But Brian, my uncle, is interested. So he said he wants to get in touch with you. He wants to know the website that he has to trade from. You've given the name of the investor, but he still needs more understanding. So what I need you to do is talk about how, I know you may not want to give us all the secret today, how they will start because of time, which website they will go to. I know you've put a website in there. What you let's talk about. We've talked about Forex. I don't know how you're going to talk about Forex. Let's talk about crypto, or I don't know how the website, what is the name of the trading industry you're going to do, and what you want them to pay, and how you can help them to trade.
Fantastic. Okay, thank you very much for sending all of these questions. So let's start with the website. So I don't know if you guys can see in the chat box below. I've included a website called Tamba Mentoring. Tamba Mentoring is actually my company, and that's my company's website. Within my company, it's an actually educational-based company. Okay. Now, earlier on, I spoke to you guys about the fact that I teach people to trade. Now, how much do I charge, and what is the opportunity for people that join Tamba Mentoring, or what really Tamba Mentoring is about? Number one, Tamba Mentoring is, I'm going to excite everyone here. Tamba Mentoring is an ecosystem. Now, let me explain to you what an ecosystem is. Within Tamba Mentoring is like the mother company, let's say, right? And it has different branches within the same company. This first branch is the educational-based side of things. Within the educational-based side of things, I charge, £89.97 a month. So it's a monthly fee. Now, £249.97 for 3 months, or $479 for 6 months. If you do the calculation, if you of course book for 3 months or 6 months, you actually end up paying less than 1 month. Now, what is included within Tamba Mentoring? Number one, you're going to be educated and you're going to learn how to trade from A to Z. Literally from the beginning to the end. I've put a lot of time into this, and it's pre-recorded videos that you can always access to 24/7 around the clock, as long as your account is active. Okay, that's number one. Within that, I've literally included the secrets of the financial market, the source, the secret, everything, okay, within how to trade. That's number one. Number two, you're going to have trainings every single week, twice a week, every Wednesday, every Sunday, starting from this Wednesday, okay? And that is at 8:30 p.m. UK time. Now, you can imagine you're learning to trade, right, through the educational videos that I've put together. On top of that, as you're learning to trade through educational videos, you have access, okay, to 1 to 2 hours a week with me, every Wednesday, every Sunday, for you to actually to ask any question live on the calls. Together, we're going to be looking at the market together, because each week the market changes, the market fluctuates, right? So we're going to be looking at the market, the financial market, specifically Forex, and a little bit of crypto as well, throughout those 2 sessions. Now, on there, you can ask any questions you want. That's number 2. Number 3, I'm going to be teaching people how to think like professional traders, and also how to have proper risk management as professional traders. That's number 3. Number four that you receive is you're going to also receive trade ideas and trade alerts directly from me. For example, if gold today, I believe gold is about to go up, I will send you guys a trade alert into our community group chat, which I'm going to, which we have, on Telegram. You're going to receive a community group chat, within a community group chat, trade alerts. And I'm going to say, guys, hey, look at gold today. There's a potential for a sell on gold, and you can actually take that sell and make money with me at the same time. Now, that is the first side of the business. The second side of the business is this. Each person that goes through the educational material and become good at trading, okay, you are going to be given a chance to become a fund manager. Now, you guys, if you don't know what fund managers is, in the world of finance, a fund manager is someone who has a specific amount of money that is allocated to him or her, and they manage that money on the behalf of the company. For example, let's say you was given £10,000 to manage, okay, from the company that you work for, right? You manage this £10,000, and then you get paid accordingly on how well you manage that account. Now, with that being said, the earning potential is unlimited, which is fantastic. However, you need to abide by the risk parameters, and you need to make sure that you manage the account well. That is the only requirement, which is why we give the education for that. Now watch this. My company, I've partnered up with some very, very big investors, quite wealthy investors as well, where we are going to be allocating $100,000 for each trader that proves that they are good. $100,000. It's not money that we pay you, it's money that you manage. Now, how much profit do you keep from that? Now, let's say Antonia on the call. Antonia, let's say, had £1,000 and she says, hey, Jacques, can you manage this £1,000 for me? I managed the £1,000. Or let's say Antonia, actually. I said to Antonia, hey, Antonia, I've got £1,000. Here's £1,000. Can you manage it for me? You know how to trade. Of course, she's going to say, yeah, why not? And let's say after the £1,000, she makes £500. Okay, she makes £500 profit. How much would be the fair split between me and Antonia? How much would you say, Antonia? How much would you like to keep for doing that?
I would have said 50-50, but I don't know what you...
yeah, absolutely. 50-50. 50-50 is, it's fair,
doable.
right? It's fair. Yeah. I mean, I need you and you need me. I'm the one who provided £1,000, but I need your skill set because you know something that I don't know. But because of that, you get paid, 50% of the profit. Now, that's fair. Now, that's 250. In my company, if you manage the $100,000, we're not going to give you 50% profit of what you manage. We're going to give you 70% profit split, which is huge. Yeah. All we ask you is to be good at managing the account based on the education we've given you. Right? Imagine a university saying to most, if this was the case, many students, many people will be going to university and even finishing university. Imagine if there's a university that said, hey guys, if you learn from our course and you get a specific amount of, a grade, let's say a first or a 2-1, maybe 65% or above, there is a very high chance of you getting a job from this firm we have already prepared for you in advance from the first year. Do you think most people right now will be struggling for jobs that come out of university? Of course not.
No.
Because they're already given a career path from the beginning of the education. That is what I'm providing here. That is what my company is providing. We are providing a career path from the beginning of your understanding so that you are looking forward to something at the end. Now, imagine if you learn the skill set and you're able to produce, let's say, 20% a month return, right? 20% a month return on £1,000, that's £200. £200 is not life-changing money. We can all agree with that, right? Yeah. But imagine if you applied that 20% to 100,000. That's 20K. Now we're talking. Out of the 20K, you keep 14,000, which is 70%. Now it gets even more exciting because the 100,000 that we're going to allocate to you for you to manage goes up to $500,000. 500,000, guys.
But that doesn't happen like within a month or 2 months.
This is
going to take a while, isn't it?
Of course, this is a long-term plan. But imagine someone, because I say trading is like a language. You learn a new language, right? Imagine someone was to say to you, hey, learn how to speak Spanish. Let's say you don't know how to speak Spanish. Just say, learn how to speak Spanish. And if you become very fluent at Spanish, let's say it takes you, I don't know, let's say it takes you 2 years or 1 year. Let's say it takes you 1 year. Let's say it takes you 1 year to become a good Spanish speaker. And they said, if you're fluent at Spanish, you're going to get paid £50,000 every single year just because you speak Spanish. Would you not do it?
I'm going to learn it.
You go and learn it. You go and put in the work, right? You go and learn it and be like, yeah, of course. 50K, yeah. Unfortunately, that's not the case because people can speak Spanish today but don't get paid for it unless they have a job, right? Like a translator. But did you know there is a language that pays you every single day? That is the language of trading. And it doesn't pay you 50K a year. It can pay you 50K a month. When you put that into perspective, right, it makes sense to really learn that language. You see? And that's the beauty of what we're empowering people through Tamba mentoring. Now, that's the second thing I've spoken about. The third thing I've spoken about is, within Tamba mentoring is this. We are offering people the chance to earn while they learn. Okay? In two branches. Imagine there is a student who's learning how to speak the language of trading. Okay, they're learning. But they also want to earn at the same time. Okay, we are going to be giving the people, specifically through my company, there's going to be two branches from here. We are going to be offering people the chance to earn while they learn through me managing their funds. That's right. This is something I also give to my students as a way, to motivate them as well, to say, hey, listen, learn well. Most people now, and that starts from £500, right? Most people just put £500 in a trading account, which is an investment account. They put that money there, and then over a period of time, they start to earn money from that. In fact, I'm currently doing it with 12 people, okay, where I'm managing the funds on their behalf while they're learning through Tamba mentoring. This week alone, guys, please listen to this. This week alone, we made over £1,700 profit from £500 investment, guys. Okay. Out of the profit, okay, there is an agreement, okay, with the person who wants to do it. Now we go 50-50 and the profit split. Okay. So imagine after 1 week, right? And I'm not saying this happens every week, guys. Please don't quote me on this. It happens, but it doesn't happen every week. This week was just a fantastic week. Of course, we've been consistent for the past few months now, right? This week was just crazy. This week, people who imagine if you were started last week with your 500, you're like, you know what, I want to learn how to trade, and then I also have my extra 500 to put in a trading account where I can, where you can manage it on my behalf, no problem. I trust that you know what you're doing. With that being said, this week you would have made £1,700. Divide that by 2, that's an average of £850 you would have made completely hands off. And it's money, you can withdraw it. Okay, that's one of the big other thing that I do within Tamba mentoring, right? Within that section of asset management, okay, it's AUM, asset under management. Within the next 2 to 3 months, I'm actually working on a specified system right now. Okay, it's already been developed, and I just now need to get the legal side of things ready and order in, right? So this is exclusive news. Within the next 2 to 3 months, so by summertime, hopefully before summer, I'm going to be introducing an automated system for my whole company. That automated system is going to be a robot. This is why, guys, I'm saying online businesses are going to thrive. me and my business partner, we've already developed a specific robot. Okay, we've developed a robot that trades for you automatically.
You've taken the job off. You've taken the job off for us then.
No. What it is it's a robot. It's an AI.
Yeah.
Okay, that trades with client funds. That's going to be coming in around summertime. On a monthly basis, the robot produces around 30% a month, guys.
You've disappeared. Okay.
Oh, sorry. On average, the robot produces around 30% a month. Now, let me explain to you what that means. Imagine if someone had, let's say, £1,000 to start with, right? They had £1,000. They wanted to put it in the robot while they want to learn, and maybe they have an extra 500 that I'm managing on their behalf. So they have money working for them. That's the whole point here. Work smart, not hard. As they're doing that, they're learning how to become traders themselves, so that they can do that as well for themselves in the future. Yeah. Okay. Now, that robot is going to produce around between 25 and 30%, sometimes even more, right? In the worst month that we've had, we've done 22%. Okay, we've never done no less than 20%. The worst month 22%, but on average it's about 30%. Some months we even be 40%. Okay. Now, what does that mean? 40%. What does the 30% mean? Imagine if you had £1,000, you put it into this robot, right? That £1,000 is yours, you can take it out, right? The robot on a monthly basis produces £300 for you without doing anything at all. What if you had 10K? That robot will produce £3,000 every month for you without you actually doing anything. Right? That is what amazing. I say. Yeah, that is what I say. Tamba mentoring is going to be the place where, so that's why, going to be a place where so many people are going to make multiple 6 figures, 7 figures. There are already people right now. There are already people around that I have coached that are scraping 6 figures on a yearly basis. It's not just me. If it was just me, then it's like, oh, it's just you. No, it's not just me. So many of us there, right?
Okay. Wow, that is quite amazing. And this is we just from the way you speak and everything, because I know when you started, and I'm really happy to see that. And this is, in short, there's nothing like seeing young men energy. No one, I remember when we met each other and you were just on and on about this crypto. I was like, this guy, is it for real, this crypto? But I'm happy 2-3 years down the line, you've got a positive message for everyone. And I think this is something we need to tap in. I was supposed to do it, but I don't know. I got blown by the wind and I forgot myself. But I think this year, I will try and join you. So please, my question is, before we open the platform for everyone to ask a question, this learning, this training, how long is it for? And secondly, is it tax-free? And then Brian is asking, when you make this profit, is it tax-free or you still have to pay for tax? Secondly, so Brian is asking, what you just said makes sense, because if you deposit £500 in bank, you only get £2 interest. But with crypto, you deposit £500, you may get almost double or even half of it back.
That's right. To first answer the question, when it comes to the tax side of things, the government actually looks at the trading trading as quote unquote gambling, right? But it's not gambling. There's a way to trick the system, okay, to have it to be a consistent income. Now, trading income is tax-free. That's the crazy thing as well. If you was to make £10,000 in the market today, you will keep £10,000.
Wait, sorry. I'm not trying to cut you short. I'm just trying to say, is it that government is not looking at it or they don't understand it?
Very good. Firstly, we need to understand that the financial market is going up and down constantly, right? Now, there is a statistic that says 90% of retail traders will lose money within their first 90 days. This is a statistic. So in the world today, there's roughly 10 million retail traders, 10 million people just like me and you that are doing retail trading. What we do is called retail trading, right? Now, there is retail trading and there's institutional trading. Institutional trading is trading done by the banks. Did you know your bank actually trade with your money?
Yes.
Okay, for 100%, right? And that's the reason why they're able to give you interest. They're not giving you interest for free, and that interest they are stealing from you. How about that? Because, you know, most of us, when we opened our bank accounts, we did not read the terms and conditions. Let's really be honest with ourselves. Did you read the terms? No, you didn't. You just signed the paper.
Tons and tons of documents.
Yes.
Of documents.
Tons and tons, and I'm saying 50 pages. Have you got time to read? No.
Exactly.
But guess what? But guess what? In that's where they tell you that they will be trading with your money.
Mm-hmm.
So when you sign, you actually sign an agreement for them to use your capital as an investment for them.
Yep.
Okay? Now, the government knows that already, but the government relies on the statistic that 90% of people will lose money. So if 90% of people lose money, why should we even tax them about this? Because they're going to lose it anyways. However, one thing that people don't, people don't realize. Sorry, someone is just trying to call me. I receive like 20 calls a day. My apologies.
Right.
One thing that someone, one second. Sorry. One thing that, oh my goodness. Sorry. 1 second. Sorry, 1 second, please.
This is quite interesting. Please, if you have any questions while we're waiting for Jacques, just after he's spoken now, we'll open the platform for you to ask, please. This is quite interesting, though. Very, very interesting.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So as I was saying, so there's retail trading and institutional trading. Now, the government sees the statistics. 90% of retail traders will lose their money within their first 90 days. Okay, whatever amount that is, and that is a fact, right? So they think, right? You can put yourself in the shoes of the government. If 90% of people are going to lose their money, why should we tax them? There's no point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So which clearly shows that these people are clearly gambling. And if you was to make £1 million a day from the casino, you're not getting taxed with that. Did you know that? If you walk to the casino today, you play the roulette, you made 10,000 today, you can walk with that 10,000 without paying 1 penny in tax.
Right. So it's the same. Yeah.
It's the same concept. However, there are ways to, even though it looks, to the eyes of most people, it looks like gambling. What people don't understand is that there's a hidden message while the charts are going up and down. That is why those 10% of people make money consistently. Remember, there's 90% that lose and there's 10%. So what happened to those 10%? The 10% are making money consistently. Those 10% are those that are laughing the most because they're making money consistently and they don't get taxed for it. And on top of that, it's long-term money. Because the reason why it's long-term money is because the financial market is not going to go anywhere in our lifetime. Guys, please understand that. This is why it makes so much sense to learn this skill set. When I understood it, I thought, my goodness, right? Because at the end of the day, the pound is not going to disappear. The dollar is not going to disappear. The euro is not going to disappear. In fact, we're even adding more currencies now. Bitcoin and Ripple and this and this and this and this.
Okay. Okay, right. That's fine. Okay. So can we ask questions now?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Mo, Stella, and our guest, I don't know who that is. If you've got any questions at all, because I know you'll be buzzing with some questions that you want to ask. Mo, Stella, anybody? Because I know, Mo, you were saying that you were very interested in this topic and you want to get more information. Are you still with us or you sleeping?
Guys, are you still there?
Oh, maybe they're all sleeping. Maybe forgotten.
They're on mute actually. Is there a way for you to unmute them?
No, they muted themselves.
They muted themselves.
Oh, okay. I think there's a way to unmute someone.
Enable waiting room. Allow participant, mute participant, ask call to unmute. Let me go like this. Even if we ask them, Because I know Mr. Mo is an accountant and he's interested. So.
Oh, very nice. You know what? I've done accounting and finance at university.
That's why you're able to understand it better. Oh God. Okay. Let me just bear with me. Brian, have you got any question at all? I know you've asked a lot today, but.
Okay, while you're trying to the investments. Jack.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah,
not a lot of questions.
Okay.
Because I've got some basic background knowledge of trading. I've got some basic. I just need to polish off my skills. So not a lot of questions I want to ask. If I think of
please
anything,
go ahead.
And I contact you.
Yes, please. We can talk straight after this call if you want.
Okay, that's good.
Very valuable session. Thank you. Very valuable.
Okay.
Well, no, thank you.
So that means you've got, yeah. So, but, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to, you talked about statistics,
yes.
90, 10% and all. By the time one gets involved with you and your trading mechanics and all that, are you saying that there's a great chance of turning many people who come along, let me say, with you in learning, in being professionally tutored, be among those 10%?
Absolutely. Thank you very much for asking that question. I would even go as far as saying that where I stand right now with my skill, I'm actually part of the 5%, not even the 10 anymore. Okay, because the 5% do two things. They are profitable and they are consistent. That is it. Okay. When you get to a position in the financial market where you're able to tick these two very important aspects, you will continuously be able to make money. I'm not saying I'm not saying you can never lose money. I'm saying overall, on a monthly basis, you're turning a net profit. Now, let me give an example of, let's say, football. Everyone, well, I'm sure for the guys in the call, okay, most people, you might have been that person as well, wanted one time to become a footballer, right? You was maybe playing football, maybe wanted to become a footballer. Everyone can play football, but not everyone can become a professional.
Yes.
That's true, yeah.
Yes.
However, if you get trained by a professional trader or by a professional footballer already, you might just have a higher chance than everyone else.
Yes.
If you get trained by Messi or Ronaldo today on how to be a striker, best believe you have a higher chance to be a professional one day yourself.
Yes.
In the midst of everyone else who is currently playing football, because you're able to have that direct coaching and mentorship, you got a higher chance. It's exactly the same thing in the financial market. The person I learned from has 12 years of experience in the financial market. He's actually a young man. His name is Mark. He's 29 years old in the UK. He's a multi-millionaire. I think he makes something like $500,000 a month, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Right? 29 years old, $500,000 a month, been doing trading for 12 years. I was just very lucky and blessed to just be coached by him. Before that, I was coached by very average traders. When you get coached by average traders or average footballers, you think your results are going to be great?
And it's going to be average.
You're going to be average as well.
So the other question is, must you train? What if, I've always asked this question, I'm going to ask it again. What if I say, I don't want to train? I don't have time to train. I just want to invest with my money, no matter how small.
Yes.
Do we still pay you for that?
That is where the asset under management section comes into play, because then I'll manage your assets, no problem. But then, for example, right now I'm doing that with people who are investing £500, right? They're investing £500 in a trading account. Of course, I explained to them the risk parameters. Sorry, I'm just going downstairs from my house. I explained to them the risk parameters. 1 second, someone else trying to call me. My goodness. So I explained to them the risk parameters. That is a maximum risk of 50% of potential loss of your money. So you would lose maximum 250 if everything was to go sideways. But if everything was to go profitable, you would make in height of, you know, could be £1,000 within 2 weeks, you know. And that's something you don't need to put your own input, because I manage for you. I trade for you, basically.
Yeah, that's okay. So, and does this apply to both Forex and crypto coins? Bitcoin, sorry.
Yes.
Crypto,
so now Bitcoin, I don't actually trade. I don't actually trade cryptocurrency. I actually invest in cryptocurrencies. So I will be also giving you tips and guidance on what coin to buy and to hold long term. What the, you know, why that coin is likely to do specific results that it's going to do, right? So this is something that I can also give as guidance, right? That's, you know, hey guys, you guys might want to look into Ripple, for example, right? And look into Ripple because Ripple is likely to push up, or look into Ethereum, or look into WinK, or look into different cryptocurrencies, right? And that's something that I give as guidance. You know, to my students.
Okay. So, but then that one, that's for training. But then if you don't want to train in crypto and they want to give you money, that's also possible for you to trade, to buy, to invest.
Yes.
In. Okay.
Yes, exactly that. So it is possible to invest in that. And for that one, you don't need any knowledge. You don't require any knowledge. All you need to do is just open an account, put your money in, put the investment, and then hold it for the next, 6 months, and then take out your return. That's it.
Right.
Okay. The minimum period is 6 months.
No. It could be a month. Like for me, we look to take profit every couple of weeks. So with the 500 that people invest in their own trading accounts that I specifically manage, I look to take profit every 2 weeks.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Wow.
All right. So are you saying that? Wait. Sorry. Let me get that clarity. Well, let me get that clearly. As somebody pointed it out to me, some time ago when we had this session, saying that, are you saying that if they make investment portfolio of around £500 to you in the next 1 month, there will be something like a profit out of it?
Okay.
Hello?
I think it said that you may make profit or you may not make. So it's a 50-50 balance, isn't it? And it's frozen. Yeah. It said you might make like £350 loss, or you could make like £1,000 profit. But it's frozen, isn't it? Oh God. Okay.
Exactly. I guess he has left where
the internet is. Anybody else have any questions at all? If I know everyone is muted, there's somebody with a phone called Owner's iPhone. Please, do you have any questions? Because I don't know exactly who that is.
Okay, you're back.
Okay, he's back. Okay.
He muted himself.
Yeah, on mute.
My goodness.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can now.
Yes, we can.
Okay, fantastic. Let me just give me 1 second, please. There is someone who's been trying to call me.
Oh dear. Okay. So, well, how have you guys found the okay, are you ready now?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. So the last question I think we have for you, or one of the last two, what's your question again, Bumi, please?
Okay. I said that based on what you said now and the last session, there's this clarity, which although Antonia has put some light on it, but let me hear from you. Talking about if one gives £500 to you right now, £100 to you right now, are you saying that at the end of 1 month, there will likely be, return, let me say, a profit on it? Since you said every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
Or there's a possibility that, there might be a loss.
Exactly that. So with the asset management that I personally do, with the 500, with the 500 asset, with the £500 asset management that I do, there is always a there's always a higher chance of winning rather than losing, because I'm the one who will be managing this money for, on your behalf. Now, after a month, for example, in the past month, I can only sort of give you the result for the past month because that's the most recent month. For the past month, a lot of people started with 500 and ended up making, at the moment we are sitting on about, most accounts have got about £2,500 in profits, right? From that investment that I manage for them. Right. So what does that mean? It means that with the asset under management that I do, that I manage, people are often making money. That's really what it is. Yeah. People are often making money, and that money is quite, it's quite big, actually, quite substantial.
Yeah.
For them,
Yeah.
for actually doing nothing, really and truly. They're not doing anything, and they're just getting an extra payment.
Okay. Then also, I know that the trading online, or let me say the trading market, financial market, is subject to a whole lot of political intrigues, economy, and things like that. All those things don't come into play, for example, like the pandemic issue and things like that. For example, in the next 1 month, what are the likely things? Europe is very bad when it comes to vaccination. UK is getting on well. US is also on track and all that. That's on the health sector. Then on politics and all that kind of a thing. Labour and what is it called? Tories. You understand? There seems to be this consistent battle. In US, the president trying to pass a particular 2 trillion infrastructure. All those things, don't they come to play in affecting, the balancing of this? These are just some of the few things, that I just been able to.
Absolutely. Very, very good question. Now, whenever in trading, there's 2 types of trading. Okay. There's technical analysis trading.
Okay.
And there's fundamental analysis trading. Now, fundamental analysis trading is what you just spoke about right now, which is looking at the news, looking at the economy. Did Donald Trump talk today, or did the US president, right? All of these are fundamental trading. Now, fundamental trading only works, right? Based, like you would only trade based on a specific news event, right?
Okay.
Now, that is not what I do personally. What I do is called technical analysis trading. What does that mean? Technical analysis trading does not take in consideration any news, any effects with the economy, nothing like that. All what I look for in trading while I trade is I look for specific mathematical shapes, specific mathematical patterns in the market. Okay? So what do I mean by that? You see the graph that goes up and down?
Yeah.
The graph that going up and down? Within that graph, there are specific shapes that forms which are patterns within the financial market. And these are the patterns that I personally trade with. I look for those specific patterns, specific mathematical shapes, and then I put a trade on. That's it.
Okay.
If I don't see that mathematical pattern, I will not trade. However, if I see it, I will trade accordingly.
Okay.
Thank you. Honestly,
does that make sense?
Yeah.
It makes fantastic sense. Honestly, we can go on and on and on. I don't know, Tony.
It's true, absolutely.
Any question? I'm here. Any questions at all? I'm here.
Okay. So that's fine. Fantastic. You've enlightened us. We spend a lot of time. I know you guys have got a lot going on today, unfortunately for us, but somehow, fortunately, you've given us most of the basic information we need. And now we just to ensure that everybody would be interested in wanting to learn and then to trade with you and Sam. And then we need our people to be much more empowered financially rather than where we are today. And if having to trade whereby you've got online another kind of money coming in while you're also working your full-time job, and maybe somehow people can have time to relax and know that they've got good investment growing somewhere and not overwork themselves, because you don't look overworked, do you? You look very straight, you look very simple looking, you're just taking it easy, like, man, I'm cool. That's what we want our people to because I think I know with the Forex and it's for everybody, but our Black community, we don't want them to relax, want them to enrich themselves knowledgeably based on what you're doing, but also understand why and how they're investing and how they can manage their investment, not just for today, but for the future. And then take their time, not overwork or work themselves. And I think your idea is ideal. It's very educational. It's very, it's required at this time. The world is changing. Everything is changing. So I hope people would listen. If you're out there, and you need them to invest, if you have a need to, you've got loads of money, or you just have the zeal to learn more about financial trading and in Forex and crypto or Bitcoin currency, please get in touch with Samuel Jallah. All the details are on our Facebook page. They are on the Zoom page. And if you need any information, please contact me, and also with Jacques oh my God, I don't want to mention your name wrong. Jacques, your surname, Sukutamba. Yes. Oh, fantastic name. Sorry. And these are young budding gentlemen. I can testify to you, when I saw the gentlemen 3 years ago, they're different to what I've seen today. I think they're richer than me now, and I'm getting older. My hair is gray. Within 3 years, they're making triple what I'm making. That is what we want. So this is an inspiration, is a motivation. Please get in touch. My people, African people, get in touch. We need to empower ourselves financially. And we've got the resources here. So don't worry, this time around, I'm coming to you. Next month, I'm coming to you.
I'm coming.
And then you do me. I don't have energy to trade. I'm studying, I'm doing all that things, but I'll come to you and you do something for me small, and let's see how it goes. So that I can come back and give testimony. And then we'll work on the youths, yeah? Like we discussed. It's very important. Jack, I'm not joking. The problem we're having with our people is we have all this knowledge and understanding. We keep it to ourselves. I know you are not doing that. I know you're helping your people, but then let's expand it. Let's expand. Even those with special needs, so many people are out there, the deaf, the dumb, the blind, those with disability. They need to know there are other ways to empower themselves. So don't just target yourself with the youth, but you have to expand it. So I need you to put that plan together and let me know how we can help you to target this audience and bring them to you.
Amazing.
Okay?
Amazing.
Thank you.
That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic.
Yes. Yeah. I'll do my best, as you know. I always, well, you will do your best, and everybody, Bumi, Mr. Brian has his own community. Mr. Mo, I don't know what's happening to their volume today. It's an accountant. That's with Stella is and Law is a solicitor. So we have our networks, everywhere, and we all work together. So thank you very much, everybody.
Just one thing, Tonya, please. Just want to find out, for example,
thank you.
If you have a very
your volume is very low. Sorry.
Me? Okay.
Yes.
How about now? If you have a very busy schedule, like let's say you work professionally in the academics, or can you learn this trading?
Absolutely. Just like what I want to say is, trading, like I said before, is a language, right? And a language takes really just about 2 to 3 things. Number one, you must know the basics, which is the alphabet, pronunciation, all of these things. Number two, once you know that, what happens? You must be able to practice it. Number three, you must be able to practice it consistently. That's it. through repetition. Trading is the exact same thing. You learn the basic things, which is the alphabet, which how does the market move? What is the patterns and so on and so forth. Number 2, you practice what you've learned. And number 3, you make sure that you repeat it constantly. That's it. When you do that, you learn the basic, you know, you practice it and you're consistent at doing it, you will learn the language. And now it's up to you to decide how long would that take you. If you're very serious, it could take you 3 to 4 months. If you're slightly the slower type of learning, now 3 to 4 months, I'm saying to put on average about an hour a day. It doesn't take that long. Remember, you must learn the basic first. You must understand how the market moves. Once you understand how the market moves, the second thing that will happen is practice.
Yeah.
And then the third thing is repetition.
Yes.
Now, to learn the basic takes you literally about 2 months to really learn the basic. To really understand, oh, okay, so this is how okay, cool, I get it. And now you practice what you learn, which might take another 2 months. And now you just keep repeating it. And the beauty about it is this: the longer you do it, the better you become.
You get, yes. Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. So I will say, thank you, Brian. I know you spent an extra 1 hour. So I'm going to say good night to everybody. Thank you too. God bless you. Have a good evening, and we'll all talk again. Have a lovely evening. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you to interpreters.
And thank you, Mr. Stephen. Yeah, I'm so grateful. Sorry. Stephen, Stella, Princess, Mo, Jacques, Bumi. Have a good evening. Thank you all. Bye-bye.